want to have the volume, don't want to get lost in it. So when you're in a pinch, there's a little trade secret. It elongates your leg, so it gives you height and length. Turn around. That is perfect. You have to want to wear it. You have to be able to own the color. The most important part of this is having the right tools for every project so you can get the mileage out of the pieces that you do have. But when I do pull it out, it gives me memories and happiness.
I'm Dr. Beatrice Seguin, PhD, and you've landed on my podcast this time of the month, your trusty sidekick to the midlife roller coaster. I chat with experts digging into legit solutions for midlife hurdles, be it health or lifestyle. Ready for the ride? Dive into this time of the month. Subscribe and catch the latest episodes on our channel. Let's own this midlife magic together. I always think of September as the true new year. Kids are back in school, it's conference season, business travel really amps up. And so I have invited Sagit Vyner, our resident stylist at this time of the month, and I gave her a challenge. I have asked her to help me prep for conference season. So how do we make the most out of our business wear?
So I think the key is to try to get as little number of items as possible and get the most looks possible out of them.
Yes.
And I know with conferences, I mean, people automatically assume suits, and that could be kind of boring because you're always dragged for, cocktails after, or do a work dinner afterwards. You need to have some fun options in between, and you definitely need one power suit in there to, look forward to. You have to make it fun for you too, right?
It has to be fun. If anyone knows me, I like traveling in style. So that's definitely one of the goals here. Yes.
So we started you out today, which what I would say is just a very basic look. You've got your basic black blazer, simple white tee, black pencil pant, heel. This can take you to pretty much any of the events, but it could get a little bit, needs a little help.
It needs some
amping up.
Amping up, I like
That's
that.
right.
Yes.
So we want to amp it up, and with your coloring, and of course red is the hottest color of the season, we were thinking of interjecting some color. So there's all sorts of ways of amping up looks. You can interject color, you can add texture, you can add patterns or prints. You just want to do something until it makes it feel like it's yours, and it gives off, a unique vibe.
There's nothing I hate more than going to a huge conference and then you just see a sea of sameness.
Right.
Because I do believe that how you present is part of your brand,
yeah.
right?
You're Beatrice.
Yeah,
You've got to be
you.
You've got to be you. So we're going to start off by taking this very nice look and trying to amp it up for you. So we're going to start off, throw it on the, and I'll get you into this gorgeous red blazer.
I would never think to go for, I'm going to call this oversized. For me, this looks oversized. It's different than what I'm used to, right? I've gone for the maybe more, I've grown up with a more
slim trim blazer.
Fits.
So let me just point out a couple of things since you have this on. It is oversized. The length is a little bit longer than some people might be used to. It's double-breasted, which is definitely new for the season. It started probably a couple seasons ago, but it's going forward for a while now. But what you have to pay attention, because you're a small person, so if I put you in something too oversized, it's going to be the suit wearing you.
Yes.
You want to wear the suit. You always have to focus on the shoulders, right? So if you look at this, it's got a very slim, neat, trim shoulder. That's key for you so that you don't get lost in the volume. You want to have the volume, but you don't want to get lost in it. And where are you in there, right?
So that's a good point. So how does a person sort of figure that out? In my case, the shoulder, the slimmer shoulder, what would you advise?
There's certain things as a stylist that I always look for. Number one, the overall bones of the fit of the blazer. So the bones have to be correct. All the other little adjustments like the sleeve length, which we pinned up here for you, we can adjust that as you try on them. But the bones of the suit, the proportions have to be correct. This fits you beautifully, the shoulder is correct, but obviously the sleeve is a little long.
Too long, yeah.
And sometimes you don't have time to get it properly tailored like we're gonna do on this side. So when you're in a pinch, there's a little trade secret using a handy dandy elastic band that we are going to kind of work it in there, and then I'm gonna have to scoot to this other side of you. We are just gonna lift your sleeve to where we want it and work the elastic underneath. So now it's gonna look like it's kind of styled that way, zhuzhed, and it's gonna stay nice and neat and trim.
That is a super trick. I need an elastic in my travel bag.
At all times.
All right, at all times.
At all times. Okay.
All right.
That
So
completes this look.
This completes this look. Okay, what's next?
So we want to take this look to another look, right? So now you have the red blazer, the white top, the black pant. That definitely works. But let's take it up a notch and let's introduce the power suit. So the power suit, I mean, nothing complements red more than more red. Okay, so we are going to...
red is the new neutral.
It is. Red is a very neutral color. People don't realize, but it's an easy color to mix in with all of your basics. It gives you an instant pop, and it's a powerful color on its own. It grabs attention, just great.
All right, I'm gonna try these on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it. Okay, so here we have an instant...
I can't believe it.
Right?
This is very different, but I'm loving it.
Yeah. There's something nice about red,
yes.
and red with red and more red.
More red, yes, the
So
shoes.
even on the bottom, I'll start from the bottom and work my way up to the top. You can all obviously do a black shoe with this, but why not do more red? It's pretty. The toe, a nice little trick for all of these wide-legged trousers. You want to elongate your leg. And what a pointy toe does is just that. It elongates your leg. So it gives you height and length without, it's just a little optical illusion. It's like everything else in clothing is, an optical illusion.
Now, speaking of the shoes,
yes.
and you've already pinned it to my height, but how do you work the high heels to runners with the same power suit? I always get nervous about that because you can only cut once.
Right, and that probably is one of the most frequently asked questions I get as a stylist. How do you alter it? Mm-hmm. You don't want to commit to a 3-inch heel and then you want to wear it with a sneaker and you want to wear it with the 2-inch boot. So there is a little stylist trick that we do using a safety pin. We're going to focus on the leg that we have now pinned for the high heel. So it's perfect for the high heel.
Yes.
It's about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch off the ground. That's ideal. But let's say you want to wear it with a sneaker. So now you're going to put your foot in a sneaker, and what's going to happen is that the shoe,
this foot,
this foot, with the pins, and the shoe is going to go on, and the pant is going to drag on the floor. Yeah. Which is not necessarily ideal, right? With a gorgeous trouser.
Right.
So what you do is you take a safety pin, and I'll get you to turn around, and I'll do it on you that way. From the back of the pant, on the inside of the trouser, you're going to take the trouser, you're going to pinch the fabrication, and you're going to just safety pin it enough to keep the back off the ground so that it keeps it from getting soiled. You'll still have, and you can turn around slightly this way towards me, you're still going to have the breaking kind of over the sneaker, which is part of the look, but it'll just keep it from being damaged. So let's say, just say you've had your power look all day. Now you want to change into something a little bit more relaxed looking, a little maybe more fun. You're going out for dinner, cocktails with your colleagues. So I'm going to introduce a fantastic print. So this print, you want to always pick up on your base colors, which is obviously in this case red, black, and white, and reinterpret this look very easily.
All right.
Something very joyful about a floral.
And it does feel somewhat timeless. Sometimes I worry with prints. How do you pick your print? Is it...
You know what I say? You pick what makes you happy. Because I have to tell you, there's nothing timeless more than happiness. If it's going to make you happy now, it's going to make you happy in 5 years from now. So I'm going to throw it on just like as if it was its own top. You can obviously wear it open as a cardigan, but it has such a great shoulder, this top, that you really want it. Wow, does that look good on you?
It's bringing me happiness.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
And just to mention another little tidbit of information, that when you're shopping for your conference wardrobes, because you never know what time of year it's going to be, what season you're in, or where, or the weather. You always want to buy things that the fabrication is seasonless. So this is not a wool, it's not a linen, it's a viscose rayon. So it goes all year long. This also, it's a nice cool knit. So all year round, whatever season.
Goodness knows with the hot flashes happening, I am mindful of the fabric of what I buy.
Definitely. Yes. And also that it can come off in a pinch. You can undo it, snap it off, undo it. Exit strategy, right?
Yes.
Right off.
All right. What's next?
Okay, gorgeous.
So that's the cocktail hour.
That's the cocktail hour. So do you want to switch into
Day 2?
day 2?
Dinner's done, cocktail's done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you
Gonna
want to
go
do
switch it
this?
Yeah, sure, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay, so I changed it to Day 2 look. I feel retro, but with a touch of modern.
I love it. So pretty, feminine, but still very, appropriate,
Professional, yeah.
very professional. And I love this look just as is. I love
With
the
red.
punch of the red shoe. There's your unexpected little accessory. But you could take it one step further and you can always drape a blazer over your shoulder. So conference rooms get a little
They
chilly.
do.
There's no reason we can't do this in style, right?
Right.
So if you want to just, drape a little blazer over your shoulder, that gives you another way
Different
of
look.
wearing the red jacket, reinterpreted again. How
So now
gorgeous.
that's 3 variations.
That's 3 variations.
all right.
We're still going strong.
3 or 4, yes.
I can say right now, I'm not going to make you put it on, but again, if you wanted to take that skirt and take it for a different night look, we could have just as easily paired this beautiful cardigan back to the black satin skirt. Another good reason to pack fabrications like this is that they're so thin, they're so light. They pack up like a pair of pantyhose, right? So you want to be able to get as much in your carry-on without, having space restrictions, especially now that we get charged for every ounce of overage that goes on the flights.
So the viewer needs to watch the whole episode because you are going to help us pack.
I
like
am.
A pro.
I'm
All
going to
right.
show you exactly
Okay.
how to do that.
Sagit, it's Day 3. I've caught up with colleagues. I've had a couple cocktails. So what's happening today? What am I wearing?
Okay, so great outfit for Day 3 because you don't have to think about anything. A sheath dress. A sheath dress is timeless, perfect.
So
Look how
comfortable.
this one fits you. Turn around. That is perfect. So just a couple of ideas that I don't even have here to show you, but just to plant in your head for the next conference, because there's always going to be a next conference. A sheath dress, we always think about putting something over a sheath dress, but you can put something under a sheath dress. So you could do a great white shirt or a printed turtleneck
Collar,
underneath, or you can do a cardigan over top, which is what we're going to do here. So you don't have to always put a blazer per se.
I don't think to wear things under. That's a great idea.
Right. Okay, so let's try this. Great.
Okay.
Red is our theme. Sorry.
see. There we go.
Little red. Adjust your sleeves so that you can actually pick up a pen.
Yeah. Shake a hand.
Shake a hand and take a look and see how that feels. That's
Now,
fantastic,
looking
isn't
at all
it?
this beautiful red reminds me of a segment we did with Jenny, our resident makeup artist, and I talked about how sometimes we fear red because we feel it clashes, but would you say there's a red for everyone? How do you pick your red?
I mean, Jenny would know more what
Yeah.
red is for everyone,
to
but
ask
I
her
do
again, yeah.
think that red is more of a feeling, an attitude. You have to want to wear it. You have to be able to own the color, right? Because if you put it on and you feel like it's too loud for your personality, it's not going to come across with,
The confidence.
Yeah,
you want it to,
exactly.
yeah.
So you want to be able to work with something that represents you, not
Yeah.
just something that someone else says looks good on you.
So in my case, I feel like you've picked orange reds.
Yes.
Jenny, are
Yes.
you nodding? Is this an
Yes.
orange red? She's behind the camera. Or blue reds, just kind of, there's different shades.
Yeah, with your
red,
color,
yeah.
you're fortunate enough that you could probably, there isn't a red that wouldn't look beautiful on you, but definitely the orange red is brighter. It adds more light to the face. It livens you up.
Yeah, I feel
and
really
it is
happy.
a better spring red, right?
It is.
Yeah.
All right.
That's fantastic.
Sheath dress, that's, I feel like that's a must-have.
A must-have in everybody's wardrobe.
Right.
Okay, let's go to the next.
What's next?
So next, actually, we are going to go into the nighttime look for this night.
right.
So night 3, what if you have a really great cocktail party? You're in New York City. It's time to
yes.
hit up, maybe have a cocktail, a bar, something exciting. So I wanted to give you a really, really fun outfit. And we're going to go with one of the hottest trends, which is a little corset top with a pair of dress
my
shorts. And we are going to work that back to your original blazer and do a short suit with a corset top.
Okay, I am in love I feel like I'm ready for more than a business trip. This is gala night or something.
You look like $1,000,000. I just love this look. Hello, Carrie Bradshaw with the little lace bustier underneath.
Yes.
So this is obviously not a business look, but it's a gala night. And if your conference happens to be in New York City or Vegas, this is a totally appropriate dinner look. So what we did is to maximize mileage out of our red pantsuit. When we were buying the pantsuit, we also bought the shorts.
Yes.
This allows us to take it into a completely different aesthetic. Now it's fun, right? You're out on the town. We're using the same shoes as before, but now they're being showcased with these gorgeous legs. And does that feel like $1,000,000?
It really feels fabulous and really has changed how I think of a suit, because a suit you would only think of for work, and now I can really maximize my investment piece.
Yes. So when a suit is offered in more than 2 pieces, be it a vest or a short that coordinates or a skirt, always think about purchasing that extra piece because it will be able to mix and match and give you longevity for years to come. And I also love the red lip.
Yes, it really definitely made it more into an evening look.
Right, you have to wake up after the conference all day, you put on red lip, twinkle in your eye, and off you go.
It's day, 4 or 5, because that's usually how I feel at the end of a conference.
That's right, you are exhausted.
I'm running from the hotel to the last day and then straight to the airport.
Right. So you always want to have a cute look. You still want to feel like yourself. You want to feel elevated. You want to feel fun. But you also want to be comfortable because that's the longest day. Travel day is the longest day.
Yes.
So here's a perfect way of using all the pieces that we had already packed. We're recycling the cardigan from, I think it was day 1, cocktails. You have the t-shirt that you landed in your black suit. We're pairing it back to a pair of jeans because you always, I don't care where you're going in life, you need to bring a pair of jeans. And now we have the sneaker because we've got to be practical because we're running through the
airport.
Right, exactly. But doing it in a stylish way.
Love it.
Give a spin. You look fantastic.
With Business Travel Capsule.
My pleasure.
You took this challenge to the next level.
Thank
12 pieces, how many looks?
Oh, we did maybe 8 or 9 so far, but we could go on. The combinations are endless. I think I've given you enough tips on how to really maximize each piece. See each piece like the sheath dress. We could have started putting things underneath it and give that a couple of more looks.
Yes.
You know, give each piece a different life.
Fabulous, thank you.
And now the bonus is when we put it in the suitcase.
This is what we're doing next.
That's right. We're going to see how little room it takes to pack for this conference.
All right. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, so I think the thing that you have, the most important part of this is getting the right tools, having the right tools for every project. So in this case, it's the right bag. So when I'm packing for a conference or anything that I need, you know, blazers, jackets, I want to look for a bag that can accommodate hanging items. So I'm not sitting there folding up the blazers and then having to press them with an iron or steam them and get frustrated when I get there. I want to make it as easy for me as possible once I get to the conference. So a bag like this, which is readily available online, is perfect for that. So what this does is it allows you to put your hanging garments on the inside of the bag. A little trick that I've learned over the years is use as few hangers as possible and, you know, triple hang your pants. Make sure your cardigan and your blazer are doubled up together. You could have put the blouse over the dress. Throw the corset under the blazer. You get the idea.
I get it,
so you want to make it as space efficient as possible. And you're going to lay them down. And there's a little hook here.
Oh my.
Yes, to zip through all the hangers so that they don't fall. I'm going to not go through that step, but you get that. Now you see that the garments are a little bit long for the bag. So what you're going to do is ever so gently flip them upwards, lay them flat as much as possible. And once you get to this stage, you're going to take a minute and spread the items out. Make sure you don't have any, you know, funky things bent in a, you know, inappropriate way. Make sure everything is going to come out nice on the other end. And then
this bag.
Right? And for my accessories, so I took this bag. I actually bought this bag for a wedding that I had with my husband in Mexico. All the wedding attire, because I was so nervous it was going to get lost on the flight. I had 3 parties for the wedding, 2 outfits, me and my husband for each party.
Right.
So it was 6 outfits in total. I got it all into this one bag and I carried it onto the plane.
Even the shoes?
Everything. I will
Okay.
show you everything.
Yes.
So the little accessory pockets here, you can, I put his tie, any jewelry, earrings, anything like that that you want to add. And then you Velcro this shut. And I'm going to ask for your help. I'm going to tuck this in.
You want me to hold
Yes,
this?
hold
All
that
right.
side. And I'm going to hold this side.
All right.
And you zip it up.
Wow.
Right? And it turns into an incredible
This is
duffel bag.
genius.
Wait, there's even more
There's
of a
more.
genius part.
Okay.
So, where are the shoes, you say, right?
Yes.
Because I thought I just heard you say that. Where are
did.
the shoes, Sagit?
Where are the shoes?
So, the shoes go in the compartment right in between the clothing, but it packs from the outside. Is that not so smart? So,
And then
you're
your shoes
using...
don't get pressed.
Correct. And you can put your shoes in shoe bags, but you're using all the available space, and you're going to give it a little zip up, and off you go.
There you have it.
All right?
Our
Perfect.
business travel.
All in one.
Today we're going to do a little quick fun segment. We're going to talk about accessories, but not jewelry. So Sagit, you want to walk us through?
Sure. I mean, everyone always thinks of accessories. They think of earrings and necklaces, which is obviously important, but it only takes you so far. So I always like to see accessories as a way of bringing in your personality, getting your look to be a little bit more unique. Also, you want to make your clothing not boring. You want to reinvent the wheel over and over and over again so you can get the mileage out of the pieces that you do have, all the basics that I keep telling you to buy, but you don't want to feel like you're wearing a uniform.
Yes.
So I love accessories. I'm not afraid of color. I'm not afraid of print. And I brought a few examples of how I integrate accessories into my everyday life to just give me a fresh feeling every time I get dressed. My favorite accessory, living in Canada, are these great liners, which are, turtleneck style, very thin fabric, and they are shots of color. So you can wear these several ways. You can obviously put it underneath a blazer and let it show like a normal top, but I stick these under all my sweaters and let the turtleneck come out, maybe zhuzh up the sleeve, let the print of the turtleneck come out, and it just makes a little fun, something a little whimsical where you're not expecting it. The other thing I love to do is hair accessories, which I've done on this show before. So I have a couple of examples. You can do great hair bands like that little Poochie print, or you can do just great, that little scarf,
cute.
which is super cute. So this is a scarf that could be worn at the neck, but there's nothing to stop you from putting it kind of a little band or doing a ponytail and giving yourself a little girly feel, a little 60s, 70s vibe.
Lovely.
We also have great scarves, which, I like to hang my scarves because you forget about them. You're always in a hurry getting dressed. You're running out the door, your husband's waiting for you, the kids are, so I hang every season. I hang different scarves from my closet. I go in, concerted effort, find the colors and the feels that I want kind of for the next few weeks, and hang different scarves on the coats in my front hall closet. Smart, because then when I'm putting on my jacket, 2 extra seconds, I just accessorize and off I go, as opposed to sitting there, which none of us have that.
I do forget about that.
Right,
Yeah.
None of us have that time to sit there thinking, you know what would look really good with this, but I need another 10 minutes. It doesn't work. So this way it's good to go. And every few weeks, every season, change it up.
All right.
So that way you get all your things in rotation. You're always looking fresh, even if it's the same coat. And as far as accessories go, your bags can also have accessories. So when I was in Europe last summer, I picked up these 2 novelty bands. So these clip attach onto any of your handbags and give them a new life. So for example, if I have a green bag and I want to just give it a new life, I've worn it this way a few times, I want to make it look sportier, I'll attach that and just give it a,
so you can buy
fresh vibe.
separate.
Yeah,
Very
separate.
fun.
They sell them everywhere. I happened to pick mine up when I was in Europe, but I've seen them here as well.
Now tell me more about these guys.
So I love colored handbags. I very, very rarely actually buy black handbags because I find often you're wearing the black and you're wearing the navy or the gray, the darker colors. You want to pop the outfit with a handbag. So I love, obviously I've discovered I love green.
We think you like green, yes.
I definitely like green, but all sorts of different handbags, and from high to low. You know, handbags and accessories hang around your closet for a long time. So as long as you love it, whether it is $40 or $400, it doesn't really matter. If you love it and it sparks joy, you will always find a way of working it into your closet.
These look really vintage, so I'm guessing
Yes.
you've had these for a long time. And they're stunning.
This green one has been in my closet for 30 years now.
It's stunning.
Still looks
So
relevant.
unique.
And I'm not
Yes.
saying that I pull it out year after year, but when I do pull it out, it gives me memories and happiness, right? That's the joy. That's the whole
the
point of
joy.
clothing.
That's the joy.
Final category, which I feel like is often overlooked, undervalued, is the use of a great belt. So a belt, first of all, if you work out and you work on your waist, and we work so hard, and I always say our waist is on loan, it's not here forever. So while we have it, we should draw attention to our waist and give a little bit of color, a little bit of texture, and the animal print. The one with the flower adds a little bit of whimsy, just to express some fun in our clothing. And that's how you reinvent the wheel with accessories.
Sagit, thank you for these great tips. One thing that I'm thinking we need to add to the
What?
accessorize is borrow. Can I borrow this bag from you?
Of course! Are you
We're having
kidding?
you back soon. And, viewer, we're so thankful that you're here with us. Please send us your questions. If you have style questions, Sagit is here. So we'll bring her back and answer your styling woes or joys if you have something you want to share with us.
Yes.
I want to introduce you to my travel buddy, the little Bose travel speaker. It goes with me everywhere. Let's face it, I'm a Gen Xer. I love music. It makes me happy. Why this little Bose speaker? We know Bose and its quality. I can throw a party anywhere with this little travel buddy. I never leave the house without this. Thanks for listening today. This podcast is for entertainment and informational purposes only. The content shared here should not be considered professional medical advice. Always consult with a qualified healthcare provider for personalized medical guidance. We're here to empower and support you, but your health decisions should be made with your own medical team. Until next time, take care and keep thriving.